I'm back.
Oh my goodness. Ricky Bobby is back from the dead or back from
the hotel room.
You've been legit been living in a hotel for how long?
I think we're going on 19 days.
19. Man, I mean, so
no, it would have been fine if it was the missus and I. It would have been fine. But
you're really getting good at making the waffles?
Yeah. 2 little kids. No, free waffles. No, they make the waffles at Home 2 Sweets. Shout out. Legit joint. They took good care of us. It was awesome. I thoroughly enjoyed. I gotta remember to look up now because I'm in a whole new different studio space. I'm broadcasting from an undisclosed location. Jenny said it was clandestine. That's the name of my location. So,
well, at least you don't have Taco Bell internet anymore. So that's good.
No, I am powered by Mr. Musk himself. Ready to occupy Mars.
Yeah.
Yeah, Starlink, ready to rock. Dude, this thing is cooking. Like, you saw the speed test. I got the app on my phone. It tells me how fast I'm going.
Yeah, that's probably better than what you had before when you were in town.
Way better, yeah.
Yeah.
Screw Xfinity, dude. This thing shipped to the house, set it up in like maybe 30 minutes, was rocking and rolling. And I got my little antenna outside before I got it on the pole. You just stick the thing on the ground and then got internet. It's amazing.
Does it make that noise too?
Yeah. I got to cover my junk when I walk up to the antenna though to make sure I don't get any cancer.
Right on. Okay.
The thing's a little hot. Like you grab it, it's like, ooh, this thing's hot.
So I take it you watched some racing, right? Did you wrap it up? Did you?
Oh yeah, man. I can't miss the racing part, even though I'm living in a hotel. I can't. Not the best for podcasting or whatever, but I did check out the awesome racing this past weekend, and wow, it was a nail biter. It was awesome.
Was it though? I mean,
it was
a nail biter, yes, but was it? I mean, the racing was kind of like a snore fest, right? I mean, back now
you're just on the edge of your seat waiting for something to happen, and that's what made it nice.
Yeah, like the holy shit, if one of those dudes crashes.
Yeah, like, oh my god. Yeah, it's over either way. It's over either way. So, and between whoa, who do we got here? Who is this guy?
Alex.
The boss man himself.
Oh shit.
The top pro himself.
Yeah, he's the guy that's like behind the guys. Is that?
No, he's just out there making sure his equipment's not getting jacked up. That's what he's doing. He's out there, bird's eye view out on the track.
Yeah, Mr. Top Pro himself, Alex. Welcome to the show, buddy.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
See how quiet he gets? We're live now, and he's like, he wouldn't shut the fuck up 10 minutes ago, but now he's like all quiet.
Oh man.
What's going on?
What's up, man? Well, for all those who don't know, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, dude.
I'm one of the guys behind Top Pro Racing, one of the guys behind SDK, and here and there I get to play, and that's me.
Here and there, you like see how nonchalant he just does. Like he's like, yeah, I'm the guy behind SDK.
I mean.
Dude, you guys came out swinging this year. I mean, we talked about it on this show, and even Stamboli's talked about it as well. I mean, you guys made a hell of a showing and showed and proved that with the right commitment level, right level of resources, and the right loose nut behind the bars, you could have success.
And behind the wrench, don't forget.
Jeremy. Don't forget that. Yeah, you got JT.
Definitely, those guys. They are the main source behind everything, right? But SDK, obviously, you guys know. Everybody knows he's a hell of a rider. Jeremy is probably one of the baddest mofo's on the world. There's no you guys know, right?
That's exactly my sentiment on Jeremy. Actually, it's like
he's 150 years old. He worked on his bike, but he's amazing.
Oh man.
Yeah. Jeremy's something, man.
And
but your effort,
we had everything. I mean, the team was best team out there.
I mean, you guys had a strong showing for sure. I mean, you guys, between your superbike stuff, where that bike's pretty new to him and new to you guys, and the fact that dude could throw down like that for first season, that's pretty strong. And then you guys had a circus going on, dude. You had bikes in every class. What the hell, dude? How do you focus?
Yeah, it was rough, but the guys, everybody on the team definitely did their part. Everybody did their part, and we were able to make it happen. There was a couple hiccups here and there, like anything else. A new team, first year, us learning everything from how Moto America does it to how BMW, how the team, riders, mechanics, the personalities between the techs. I mean, it's a lot, but we got a lot of it figured out.
Yeah.
Show.
Yeah, I mean, I was really impressed with that Max Gerardo guy, man. Like, holy shit. Then you guys, he was riding your bike, right? The old man?
The old man, yeah, that was cool. Two old men. I had Martin and
that's
oh,
right.
Shit, that's right. But Martin's tenure was pretty short, right?
Yeah, he just came to kind of, and this might have been a bucket list thing for him to do, and we had Agustin had been asking him for a while to do something, and he finally said yes to doing it, and I think it was beyond definitely for all of us Latin Americans, a bucket list thing, right? To see him ride and for him to ride on my team, growing up watching him ride was amazing, right? And to have him on the team was one of the coolest things ever. And he did very well for the first time he's been racing, I think, in 10 years or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, like I was wondering how the hell you dusted that dude off, like where you found him. Like
he came out of nowhere.
I know, right?
Like Martin, and then it just shows up. We're like, what?
Like I wondered what happened to him, because that dude was like, he was the bad fucking dude, and then all of a sudden, dude disappeared.
Man, he makes no adjustments. He just goes out and rides it. I mean, his gloves were so old they were falling apart. Like,
oh wow.
Man,
like his suit came off the On Any Sunday documentary from the 70s.
The
right?
gloves were
falling apart. That was Larry. My bad. Right?
Larry, man, Larry, another one. Amazing to see him ride, and for him to to get a podium like that was awesome.
Dude, his old school body position, right?
That was awesome.
Dude, he looks exactly the same as he did in like 92. Right? So awesome. And then you had the kids, right?
We had Avery. We had Romeo for some time. Avery, being what happened to him, I don't know how he finished riding.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
such a tragic thing for his whole family, and then the fact that they're still like suited up, laced up the boot or whatever, and then send it.
The brothers,
that was a big deal.
Yeah, it's a badass story, but I don't know how they did it. That's super rough.
Yeah. So you got it all wrapped up for next season. You're ready to rock and roll. You're gonna bring the circus back out.
We're gonna downsize a little bit.
Focus.
Just to focus a lot more on a couple of things, and definitely like we've figured a lot out, and we want to really go out there swinging this time and really be a contender for the championships.
Okay. So super sport and super bike then.
We'll see.
See how this koi fucker is?
Yep.
I'm like, so you signed SDK, right?
I told you I had surprises last year, right?
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just giving you shit, man. I'm just giving you shit. But
so, did you check out any of the races, man?
Yeah, of course.
What stood out in Moto 2 for you for the season? Other than the standard stuff, but I mean, what really stood out for you?
Joe Roberts. I thought he was gonna really be right there.
Yeah,
I wanted him to be right there. It's just I think
we all did.
Bad luck, man. He's just
yeah. I mean, I talked about this quite a bit. Like I really stopped giving a shit about Moto 2 after he was out. Because man, like we all kind of like he's the American dude, and he was like ripping, and he was right there, and then he had that crash, and that's it. You know,
the one other guy that was up front at the beginning and then disappeared, and then came back and disappeared again.
Sergio.
Yeah.
I thought it was the
anything else.
Nah, I didn't watch much of Moto 2 like that.
Yeah.
It's just, when I started seeing what was going on with Joe, I was like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. As American fans, that's a tough one to see because Joe was kind of in obscurity at the Ital Trans team, and we had Cam and SDK out there, and it was hit and miss with them, and then Joe's back with American Racing, and then he's kicking ass, and then the injuries came, and it was really a shame. It just kind of give me, I love Jake Dixon. I think he's a pretty awesome rider.
Love is kind of a strong word for that dude, isn't it?
What?
You love Jake Dixon.
Yeah, dude, his personality's awesome.
Okay.
Oh, Jenny's going to get some wine.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, no, I've been following Jake Dixon for a while since he was riding for the the Royal Air Force, the Royal Air Force team in BSB. He was riding their Cowie, and the kid was ripping. And then he's been, really tried to move up the tiers in Moto 2. So he's one of the only other ones that I like to watch.
Yeah,
that two kid's pretty good, but same thing with him. It's like he's there and he's not there.
Yeah.
What's his name? Aaron, right? Aaron Canet.
Oh, Aaron Canet. Yeah. Speaking of, who won the last race of the season?
Yeah, I mean, what happens with these guys? So, I mean, do they continue in Moto 2 or do they get a bump? Like Aaron Cadet's been in the game for a minute, right?
Wow.
He ain't getting
He's like the elder statesman pretty much in that class, isn't he?
He's probably the longest standing rider.
Right. Yeah.
Then they wheel Matteo Pacini out once in a while from his commenting gig and goes and rides a bike and
right.
The other guy that came here to race too, I think rode, right? Corsa?
Oh, yeah. Simone Corsi.
That guy rode an Aprilia or something here at Moto America.
Yeah.
Yep.
First season, right? 2015.
Yeah. Oh, you're thinking of
no, that's
yes.
Corti.
Oh yeah. Corti, not Corti. Yeah. I got you.
But I think he did come over and did some stuff in Moto America before too. I think he did some super sport stuff.
Okay.
I think he actually did some super sport stuff with Strack.
Oh, okay. When they were still Squid Hunter. Ah. Right on. Right on. So what's up, man? Are you I mean, you're probably not going to tell us, but you guys going to still do the 750 thing, or are you going to do the R9? What are you doing?
I put a deposit down for an R9.
Okay.
I'll build it here at the shop and see what happens. But the 750 platform is pretty well. It's fast. M4. It's good because if you have any problems, you just walk over and they always have something. Case scenario, and obviously the bike's fast. We were up front for some time, so
yeah,
it's working. But we gotta fix a couple bugs we have in it, and then I think we went from up front the first 3-4 rounds, and then we went backwards.
Right. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys will take those lessons and sort it out. So with the GP stuff, man, like what were your thoughts on Jorge Martin's post-race celebration thing?
I sat by my phone for like 5 minutes waiting for him to come out of that damn thing.
No.
Like 2 seconds, he shot the thing, and I was like,
I mean, okay, well, like I don't know if did you watch when Top Rack did it for the World Superbike one? Yeah. So if let's compare the two, right? Like we have the alien thing with Top Rack, which the thing took forever as well.
Yeah.
And then we have the Terminator thing for Martin where he fires this air gun and the fake ice breaks and this gold helmet comes out, right? And we all know why those things take so long, because they had to change leathers, right? Like to get out of their suits and like put their fucking gold suit or whatever on.
Yeah. Martin had to put his little hat.
Compare the two, Alex, from your team owner's perspective. Who did it better?
Martin, because he didn't put Ducati anywhere. If you didn't know, there was no Ducati nowhere.
That's good for him too, right?
That's like the asshole move, right?
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. Is it though? I mean, he did kind of get passed over twice.
Yeah, but that's, you proved to them I won the championship.
And he's taken the one plate with him. Do you think, Pecco is the first guy to wear the number one plate in years? Do you think, Martin he's got to wear the number one plate, right? Just to say, fuck you.
Yeah, he probably will. Yeah, of course.
I saw the entry list and it says 89, but.
Yeah, no, but didn't Joan Mir took number one too?
That's right.
Did
he run it? Did he run?
He ran it on the Suzuki.
Did he? I don't know.
I want to say he did.
Well, on the test bike, there was no numbers.
The what?
Yeah,
on the
test bike didn't.
Yeah, I mean, who cares about the test bike? I mean, it's like whatever. You put stars in its place, right?
But they all had numbers except for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I mean, they used to do the letters too. It'd be like P for Pecco, you know. So
it's gonna be interesting next year.
Yeah, I mean, you've got Marquez going to the factory team. Do you think that Pramac moving over to Yamaha will help Yamaha? I mean, they looked fast in testing, but I don't know what that means.
There's always that one random guy that's fast, and then in the race there, turns back.
Right. Well, Quartararo doesn't really have a habit of being like a captain qualifier type of dude, So like he has what he has, and that's what he has, So. And Chunky Buns is giving Ricky Bobby shit for like.
I know. I'm looking it up because I'm curious.
Update Chunky Buns, like, come on.
Yeah.
Are you researching?
I was looking up the number one plate for Joan Mir, but I can't find anything. So maybe not. Maybe he was rocking the 36.
Yeah, I bet he was. I think he was rocking 36. I don't think anybody ran the number one plate since like
until Pecco.
Casey Stoner was. Right.
Yeah, because Jorge ran it in the first time, but he didn't run it the second time.
Right. Yeah, and his number one plate was the JL, right?
Yep.
So,
Marquez never run the number one plate.
Nope.
Valentino. Yeah, that's crazy.
No.
Yeah, so I mean, you've got Jack Spiller going to Pramac Yamaha, right?
Yeah. So
I like that dude too, man. But goddamn, that dude smashes motorcycles.
Yeah, it's just you got to think that the dude's trying to ride the piss out of the KTM, and now he's back to a smooth bike. Because once he got used to riding the Ducati smoothly, he dominated in Japan.
Dominated?
Yeah. It was like a 10-second win. It was the first time he's ever walked away with a win.
Not when this year, though.
No. It was last
Ducati,
it was that last win in Japan. He walked away with it. It was like a big lead, really big lead.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I kind of like the combination. I think it'll be a good change because the KTM and the Ducati were kind of similar, and this is it's going to really challenge him to ride differently. So we'll see how he's able to wrap his head around it, and you got Miguel coming from two completely different bikes to Yamaha, so that's going to be another weird one too. So the true rider comes out and adapting to a new platform. So, and they got.
I guess we'll see, right? I mean, there's that, and then there's the Beast. He's doing the
KTM thing.
KTM thing, yeah.
Yep.
That guy's gonna be dangerous.
I think so too.
Like, I mean,
I think so too.
With Martin being the champ and he's moving over to Aprilia, does he know something we don't? I mean, is he going to be? There's a lot of chatter about it. Like, oh yeah, well he's got to make his championship money now because that's it, right? But
man, up there, it's all about the Benjamins too, right? Like,
He's taking a paycheck, you're saying?
Well, you got to think, okay,
Money.
so how much were they paying Elation? How much did they have to pay Mav? Both were kind of like,
I still say Mav is trash. Like, that dude's got
yeah, but so they didn't have to
have a ride.
But think about it. They didn't have to pay him a lot of money to get that ride because he was kicked out of Yamaha. So he would have taken anything. And he was just looking to ride.
There was a rider salary somewhere.
Yeah, I bet it was probably close to $1 billion.
Those guys make a lot more than that.
You think from Aprilia?
What? Okay, so Chunky Buns says she's got 500 times 2 at the end of 25 when Marc Marquez isn't champion.
Oh,
yeah,
that was a big announcement. Alex dropped his phone because it was that big of a deal. He's like, "Oh, take my money, take my money."
Oh man, it's so funny. A lot of people are predicting that guy's gonna win, and it's like, dude, Pecco's proven that he's the guy. Still, he just crashed a lot.
The last race, I thought he was gonna beat him. Like, he would catch him, and then you see him like slow up, and then go to pull away. Like, obviously, he's not gonna ruin any chance.
Yeah, he does that, right? I mean, the dude goes out and just sends it, and then gets a huge gap, and then maintains the gap, and it makes it look like you're catching him, and he's like, "Nah, never mind, dude." And punches out.
He held that 3/10 in the bag, and then he gapped him.
I mean, all year long, I hate to say it because I'm a huge Martin fan. I'm stoked that the dude won, but the reality is, week in, week out, dude, Pecco had that dude's number left and right. He just threw it away too much, like way too much.
Threw it away a lot.
The one qualifying session at the last race before, Pecco, he wasn't having that one. He said, I'm getting pole,
and that's that, right?
Yep. I'm gonna make this one a squeaker.
I mean, he threw it away out of a race a couple weekends ago, and it was like, oh, dude, he ends up with donut. I mean, the guy had crashed so many times, and the championship was still that close, and it went all the way to the end. And mind you, he did exactly what he was supposed to do, right? He went out and won both races.
Yep.
So
it's pretty wild.
Next year is gonna be real close. I think it's gonna be very interesting.
Yeah, to say the least.
A year in his belt already. He's gonna be fast.
Do you think the wall's going up at Ducati? In the comments, like, what do you guys think? Is the wall going up at Ducati between Pecco and Marquez?
Like, if the Italian versus Spaniard, like that's a MotoGP fight that'll never be.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, right.
I think give it 2 rounds. The first 2 rounds, we'll see how everything shakes out, and then that'll set the tone for the rest of the year, because those dudes are going to be scrapping for top points early on in the season just to get some sort of padded, championship lead.
And if they take each other out.
Oh, that first one where Mark is trying to vie for position, and he's going to assert his dominance over Pecco.
They'll put a cement wall up.
Oh, bro. Rossi will be handing him the cinder blocks and slapping the mortar on there.
And it's in the comments a few times, but the baby shark's going to the factory team. He's already tested, but Acosta.
That kid's a beast, man. That kid's gonna be another one.
All right. Did you guys see the little dinky fairing? The Ovale fairing?
Ovale fairing. Yeah, it looks just like an Ovale fairing.
That windscreen was like this big.
Yeah, dude.
It looked like a big kid on an Ovale with like huge wings on the side. I was like,
oh my goodness.
But they say KTM's going bankrupt, but they tested a lot of shit.
Dude, they spent serious money there. And I'm sure Red Bull doesn't fuck around either. They're probably writing massive, massive checks, right?
Yeah.
Did you see the front wing on one of the gases with the huge wing on the fender?
Like a mustache.
It was like that long. It was huge.
And the thing is, they got to get it out of their system because that shit's getting shrinked up.
Yeah.
So use all that transformer shit while you still can.
Oh, and they have a really interesting test squad too, because you got Jonas Folger, You got Danny. Who else is over there?
That's it, no?
No, you're right. That is it. I think that is it. Yeah, because Gintoli is Aprilia.
Do you think at Espargaro is going to help Honda?
No. Is Honda going to listen to Espargaro?
Yeah.
Because he's going to point to the Aprilia and he'd be going, you see that bike, right?
Yeah, pretty
that
much.
That bike's faster than you guys. Even the back markers are faster than your guys.
I mean, the dude was getting it done on the old Heil, you know, like I like the fight that he put up with the beast, you know?
Did you see where he was in testing on the Honda?
No.
He got it up to 12th.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he got it up to 12th on the last part of at least the first day.
Man, but he's older now, like kids, and his life is the kids, and he made some good money. Sometimes it's like
yeah, but he's got a good gig, right? He's got to go and flog shit out of a motorbike for a living and not have the pressure of championships and points and any of that.
Look at Brattle. How long has Brattle been a test rider for?
Oh, right. Dude, a while.
Right.
A while. But the thing is with Brattle, it's like dude's lost so much of his racing ability since his prime. I mean, we're talking a dude who podiumed in his first year on a Honda at Laguna Seca. And then he was doing really good and then just fell off the map. And that was like 2013.
Dude, that class is so deep though. It's like, you know. But I mean, that dude is a test rider, but they're like he might be faster than some dudes that have rides right now.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know. I don't think so.
No?
No, I don't
but
think so.
But every time he goes out for a race, they're always testing these crazy things. Like if you've seen,
right?
Yeah.
The carbon fiber swing arm, the carbon fiber forks, like
right.
I don't think he's getting the same bike that the factory guys are getting. Which I mean doesn't say much this year anyway, but
right.
That's the problem with testing,
that shift that's happened, and I mean, Ducati was a turd forever, and then the last few years they stepped up and just have dominated.
It's been a slow progression since Gigi got there. They started working their way up, and then they won that first race of the Annone in Austria.
It helps to have 8,
and then it was like, well, right? I mean, yeah, they had 8 bikes back then, but they sucked. It's their yeah. Do they have the Pramac bikes, the Ducati bikes, and then they had maybe 6, but there were all those leased bikes with all those different teams.
Right. I remember the Pramac bikes, but I don't remember.
Aleix was on that.
He was on too. The green bike.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
But I think that Gigi guy's a genius.
Yeah.
Because before Ducati, it was Aprilia, and that's when Aprilia got all their championships and World Superbike. Like the guy knows his shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Chunky Bun says she really loved the black and white on the Yamaha. Wish they'd keep it that way.
That was pretty nice.
I mean, right. I did hear that people thought of Marc Marquez's test bodywork. They said, "Oh, look, it's a simpler bodywork to fix if he hucks it down the road."
As soon as I saw it, all I could think of is Star Wars and the Emperor's bodyguards, or the big red draped robe guys with the swords, or whatever, the poles in the freaking Star Wars. And then somebody posted the meme on TDJU, and I was laughing. And I was like, "See, that guy gets me."
Oh my god,
too much red,
dude! It was insane amounts of red. Pecco's bike looks.
That's because they had a lot of red left in the gun. So.
It was all the paint from Pecco's bike that was supposed to go on it, and he's like, "No, I want white like Casey."
They painted him and the bike.
Yeah.
Totally.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I did like the ghosted 93 on his suit. That looked kind of cool, but it was so much red. It was too much red.
And then it wasn't like a Ducati red. It was like a Starburst red. Like it just
like a neon red kind of, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. You know what? I will say this: the Alpine Star dude Heath was telling me that they made a big deal out of it, obviously, but Martin is the first head to toe Alpine Stars dude.
Oh yeah, because he's got the helmet.
Yeah, the first world champ.
Oh yeah.
But they just released the helmet, I think, last year?
Mm-hmm.
Before?
Yeah.
Yep. So helmet, leathers, boots, gloves, like literally head to toe, that guy's Alpine Star, and he's the first world champ that's been that. So that's kind of cool, right?
Yeah, it took him a while to come.
Oh, am I wearing an Alpine Star hat right now? Oh, look at
that.
These are the best shirts ever made.
Yeah, somebody's commenting about your shirt, saying they have the same one.
Dude, it is the most. My wife hates it because I have about 6 of them and I don't take them off. You look like you're in uniform every day.
Peel them off? You don't take them off. You just peel them off at the end when they're done.
They are so comfortable.
Man.
They don't shrink. You guys should try them.
All right, I'm gonna have to go buy a helmet.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm a KYT guy, but butthole. I will say this: I'm rocking my buddy's Warriors in Need T-shirt.
Yeah, you gotta promote that.
Yeah, it's Ben Ingram. He's club racer out here, and he's got this 501c3 that kind of raises money and awareness for veteran stuff. So he employs a bunch of veterans too at this like aerospace company that he works for, or he owns actually. So
very cool.
Yeah, and the Warriors in Need program is going to come out and make a big deal at the TurkeyDaz event next weekend at Buttonwillow. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, it's Warriors in Need.
Yep, I got to start playing on my trip out to Cali.
Oh yeah. You wanted to ride Laguna with us, right?
Yeah. Well, you had offered it for me to race Laguna, but then that was when tickets went to $1,000
when I was still part of government.
Yeah.
Right.
Man.
Yeah. So you should come out. I think we have the Friday, Saturday of Labor Day weekend next year. So yeah, I know a guy too. So you just fly out and I'll throw you a bike. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Do it. Yes. You have a lot of fun.
Right.
I did notice that there were a few white wheels there of Ducati, but Yamaha was rocking the metal finish wheels. That looked really good.
Alex, do you know about this white wheel thing? Ricky Bobby, do you want to inform Willy Wonka over here like about the white wheels and get his thoughts?
Yeah, so I've been noticing a lot of white wheels, white front wheels. Factory Ducati, all the GP24s got white wheels. Bunch of the Moto2 guys got white wheels.
Tell them what the white front. Tell them what the white front only though. Front wheel only.
That's a Nate Kern thing.
Yeah, what did Nate Kern say?
I personally think that it's a temperature thing. Temperature equals PSI.
Tell him what Nate said. That's a funnier thing.
So Nate seems to think that if you rock in the white front wheel, that you like to swing.
It means that it's like the motorbike version of an upside down pineapple.
Oh.
Any thoughts, Alex?
Yeah, that one I don't know.
You like my theory better, not Nate's.
That theory makes sense, right?
How's it?
Yeah, the temperature, yeah.
Oh, I was saying the other thing, but
the other one, I don't know if that floats their boat. That's all up to them, right? But the temperature thing makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. So you have white front wheels then?
No, we don't. We have the standard OZ wheel, but that makes a little bit of sense.
You know what, you guys did something cool this season. That that livery shit, the handprints and all that for the children's hospital, right?
The Joe DiMaggio Hospital, yeah.
Dude, so cool that you guys did that.
That was probably the hardest thing I've done in my life and the worst thing I've done in my life. worse because you walk into a hospital with kids that literally, like, some kids don't leave that place. Some kids will never see a motorcycle. Some kids will, you know, there was a little girl there. I think she was like 4. They said, hey, her days are counted. And you're just like, what? Like, I'm in here with the motorcycle and I get to go play. And my daughter's at home. And you just, you know, you think 9 million things and you're just like, wow, like this sucks. Like, this is horrible. But, you know, being that we won the race made it like, man,
Dude.
Words can't describe how cool that was. And
now, what did you guys do with that bodywork after?
it's sitting at my shop. I don't know what to do with it. I wanted to, I was gonna raffle it away, but like, and give the money to the hospital, but like, then, you know, people are gonna start saying this and say that, and then
maybe take it to the hospital and have them display it somehow. Maybe?
We thought about it, but they don't have space for something that big, right? So we were gonna cut the front out and bring them the front, like, and, you know, hang it up or something, but we haven't really, I haven't figured that out.
Yeah, that was super cool though that you guys did that.
Super, and
yeah.
It was weird how I thought about it, and I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna call Dylan. If Dylan's okay with it, that's all I care about. I don't want to film it. I don't want to take pictures of it. Like, I don't want to do this because I want people to feel bad or say that. I just something that I wanted to do, and Dylan told me yes, and that's all I cared about. We went and did it, and I think it was, for me, one of the coolest things ever. And for Dylan,
see, the thing is, what's fucked up is now you're gonna have to do it. That's gonna be like your thing.
I don't care. I'll do it 9 million times. I could care less.
Like that, let the kids paint the bike and then race it. That's, dude, so cool.
Dude, if I could, I'd bring a couple of kids from the hospital to the track. Like that those are things that, like, you know, it just fills you up. Like, racing's cool and getting the win is cool, but doing that is just, it made the win so much more special. And we did a helmet too, and we did a bunch of stuff for them. We took stuff for the kids to play, and we had a pretty cool time, besides the fact that, like, you know, you want to cry your eyes out because these kids are literally like,
dude,
they're super, but it was probably the coolest thing I've ever done, man. And Dylan,
I got an idea.
Here we go. Let me roll up my sleeves for this.
You got to put it in a display case outside, whole.
The bodywork?
Yeah. Have it all together. Just figure out how to get it all together, and then put it in a plexiglass display case, and then put it out front with a little story of what happened.
The hospital's it's really modern. It's really badass. I don't know if they put it outside. I can ask.
Yeah.
Or in the lobby or something.
Yeah, in the lobby. Yeah, in the lobby would be great. Somewhere where people can see it, you know, like not have to go upstairs or any of that stuff. It's like, it's got to be out front.
Yeah, no, that's definitely. I mean, they have stuff for like football players. They go and they sign the jerseys and whatnot.
Right.
Cool football.
Yeah, signed, like, have that with a signed set of his leathers, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe, I mean, truthfully, he'd probably give up the trophy too.
Man, for something like that, I think he wouldn't. You know, that
right.
That was, and seeing him with the kids was also amazing. Like, that just showed the person that he was. And there was a little girl that was super, super scared. He started talking to her, and the girl was super happy, and all the kids were playing with him, playing air hockey. Like, that day was cool, man. That day was epic. It was crazy.
Chunky Bun says LA Children's Hospital does this. It doesn't stay up forever, but for a while, wouldn't hurt to ask. So
we've been talking to them here and there, because you know, I do want to bring some kids out to like a club race or a track day to see it, but you know, it's complicated because some kids can't leave, and you know, some kids have to have a special person to be with them, like. So it's a little complicated.
It's a lot, dude. It's a lot. But you know what, man? I mean, it had to make a difference in their lives, right? I mean, they don't have a whole lot, that, especially like that one girl, you know, and you guys showing up like that, it had to have meant
well,
huge
did they stream the race to the kids?
Yeah, they did. I had Moda Marca see if they can give me like a weekend pass, and they were happy to do it. And
oh, that's so cool.
They watched the race. Yeah, it was, man. I I didn't think it was gonna be as crazy as it was, but it definitely,
Yeah.
everything, man.
Wow. That's like a lot.
I didn't know
It's a
what
lot.
to do. Like, I wanted to do
Yeah.
something for Coda, and we thought maybe do something with the OnlyFans or maybe do something with BMW, but like, no, like, yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
You know, you do a paint job, cool. But this came to mind, and I'm like, man, I
Dude,
have
the
to do
effects of that. I mean, we're talking about it however many months later. I mean, it was impactful, dude. Well done. Well done.
Bow show. That was awesome.
So let me ask you this, Alex. You're a racer team owner guy. How's that work? How's that working out for you? Yes, do that again for everybody not listening. Right. Yeah, I mean, I remember talking to Kyle Wyman when he was doing the Superbike effort just for himself, and truck driver, team manager, getting all the sponsors lined up and trying to pay the bills and then getting in the rig and driving it. I don't think you're driving the rig anymore, right? Like are you?
I'm not supposed to, but here and there I'll sneak it.
He's rolling dirty.
It's so badass. It's so cool to drive that truck.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't drive it far. Like, I'll drive it from where the parking spot to the paddock. But yeah,
you drive it to like sideshows.
No.
Like Miami? No.
Oh, it'd be cool, but I have to get my CDL for
Right?
that. Yeah, it's rough because you have every time you see him on the ground or you see something happen, you like, oh shit, what happened?
Right.
Crashed that Brainerd. I almost stopped because I'm like, oh man, and I'm like, wait, I'm racing. Like, you think, you think of everything, but it's rough, man, because when you're going out to let's say to your race and the super sport had a problem, you want to fix the problem and make sure that everything's okay and make sure that the guy's okay or whatever the problem is. So it's rough, but I think it made everything so much more worth it, at least for me, right? Like, and I got to have some fun because at the end of the day, racing is fun, and I had some fun, and I don't know if I'll do it again.
I think Jeremy mentioned something about you guys had a couple of those alpha bikes or whatever, and then you ended up giving up yours so SDK could have a spare, right?
Yeah, we went testing at Barber in the beginning of the year. I crashed and he blew up the bike. So then we only had those two bikes. So the best thing was to give him obviously my bike and let him, he's the main priority and he's the main thing. And
right.
At some point I'll get to ride the bike again and I'm just having fun, right? Like, if I was competing for a championship, it'd have been different, but I'm old. So, that's just more important. So yeah, I did that in the beginning of the year and best thing I did.
Are you planning on racing next season as well?
I don't know. I want to. I don't want to. It's just I'm spending money as it is to spend some more.
Do you feel that the team would be better with you working on the team and focusing your efforts that way, do you think?
Yeah, for sure. Because I organize a truck. I know where everything's at. If I'm out there doing laps, they can't find this part. They gotta wait for me to come back. So when I'm in Park Ferme, they're waiting for me to ask me, hey, where are the brake pads? Or hey, where's the foot peg? So it's just, it's definitely a lot easier if I don't ride. But
so you're the weekend parts guy?
I'm everything, dude.
You're the runner?
I'm everything. I'll wash the bike, I'll pull a motor, whatever they need me to do, I'll do.
Dude, you guys have a really nice rig.
Thank you.
Well done. I mean, whatever Richard said to you at some point must have paid off because, like, dude,
how does he talk about it?
Dude, he says like he met you and he gave you a tour of the rig and you asked a bunch of questions and like what kind of questions are you asking, dude? Like, because he was like, oh yeah, dude, the guy's really switched on and he was like taking notes basically. And
I was in the car scene for some time and some of the IMSA car stuff, so I got to see the rigs that they had, and I never been in a motorcycle, a team like that. And I walked up, I'm like, hey man, can I see your truck? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, where does this go? Where does that go? What's up here? What's up there? And he told me everything, and I'm like, okay, thank you.
Right.
Soon I'll I'll have one.
Dude, like I told you, man, when the first time I saw you guys was at Coda and a few years ago. And I was like, who the hell is this guy, dude? And like I thought you were like some CMRA dude, like right? I think that's what I told you.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, dude, no, we're full on doing the nationals, we're going all in. And I was like, oh shit, who the fuck is this guy? And Richard told me that he talked to you, and I was like, okay, dude is serious.
I think Richard's a genius. Like everything that he does is just, it's badass. So for him to it was him that took me on the tour was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, he does that.
I told him if I could spend the day with you at the shop, I would love it. I'd pay for it, but I'm pretty sure now he doesn't want me to be there.
We need to talk to Richard about that.
Yeah, you know what? I've been trying to scumbag that guy to come on this show.
Yeah.
So he might in the near future.
Well, I was looking at that table, the motor mount for the table. I thought that was sick, where you just pull the pin and it rotates the block around, and then you pin it, and then you can like work on it in different angles. I was like, right. So Dustin, you got to hook me up with one of those, buddy.
Dude, that's not happening.
Come on, man.
I'm sure they got a Triumph one in there somewhere, but
no, I don't. I just need the unit that mounts to the table. We'll make my own.
I think you got to make your own everything.
I'm stealing that thing.
And buy a jet from Steve Main. Nothing, dude. Like, it was at Coda, so I thought it was like I thought Alex's rig was some rich club racer dude.
Well, like, I have to thank you, Dustin, for introducing me to Alex via the interwebs, because I get a phone call. Hey man, I want to buy some toolboxes from you. Thought that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean the boxo toolboxes are pretty sweet, right, Alex?
Yeah, we got 3 of them, 4 of them.
3, yeah, it was 3 of them.
And we use them all year. Had no problems with them. Definitely a real good buy.
And the tools settle up nicely, because that was the Mike Godin special.
Man, these guys lost a couple tools, but
lost a couple 10mm socket.
I got a rescue kit.
I actually did today, because I separated the team from the shop, and I put all of it in another little warehouse that we have. And I went to go work on something, and I can't find the 10mm socket and the 10mm ratchet, the open wrench.
Okay.
So the Peanut Gallery is talking about how if Richard comes on the Weekend Hangover, we're going to call it Hangover Superbike Genius.
No, Superbike Genius Hangover.
Or Superbike Genius Hangover. Yeah. Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Funny enough, I got another call about tools from another guy.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he likes to wear work boots.
Oh no shit.
We'll see. See what we can do.
That's cool. You know, if anybody that wants some of those boxo tools, they can click on the link in the description.
Yeah, that's right. Mr. Dustin got himself hooked up with boxo.
Yeah. So we're actually giving one away that I got from Ricky Bobby next weekend. So brand new moto box. So it'll be it's like the box, and it's full of tools. It's got all the stuff in it. It's worth what, $800 retail or something?
I think they upped it to $850 now.
Yeah, so $850, and somebody's gonna take that thing home just for signing up for TrackDaz.
Yeah,
very cool.
So, I gotta print out and put names in the bin before the weekend. So that should be fun.
Yeah, we got to start working on our sponsors for next season of Weekend Hangover. So
yeah, man. Yeah, well, boxo, man. Right?
We'll see. Ricky Bobby's I got pushed aside, so we'll see.
Needs digits or grams, since he doesn't do Facebook. Digits. Irate Barry, just text me, dude. Like whatever that is. Wow. Any club racing, Alex? You've been messing around with any of that?
No, we haven't. I have a couple customers that want to go to the Pan Am round coming up. So I think we might go out there with some other customers.
Where's the Pan Am round at?
Homestead next weekend.
Oh, okay.
Next weekend, yeah.
Okay. That's awesome. Yeah, I guess there was CVMA races this past weekend at Chuckwalla. And I was talking to some people, and they were like, "Dude, Chuckwalla had like over 200 riders in November. Like that's pretty healthy."
Yeah, this round usually is pretty. It gets pretty filled too, because it's not cold. I mean, it's cold, but it's not cold.
Yeah. You guys are down there, real close to the equator. You guys don't get real winter there, right?
Today was bad. Today's like
Was
70 degrees.
It was bad.
Yeah, like it's starting to get bad.
Oh my God.
When it's not good for us.
Dude, I live in the Southern California desert where the last week or so it's been like freezing ass cold, turn the heater on at night kind of thing. But today was nice. Today was like in the mid 60s.
Yeah, that's freezing. That's like
dude, it is.
Sweater over another sweater and
beanies, jacket. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Totally.
It's gonna be 54 degrees in Charleston tomorrow.
Is that right? Dude, supposedly there's like blizzards and shit happening in NorCal right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like close to I-5, like up by Shasta. Yeah, NorCal's getting hella snow, I guess you could say. Right? Hella. Get it?
Yeah.
NorCal?
Yeah.
No?
Yes. No, I get it.
Right? My wife's texting me and telling me I got to pimp out the dog thing. So at our track day next weekend, we do a charity raffle thing. So we'll give away track day. And sometimes some of our sponsors give away some stuff as well. We sell tickets and they benefit this no-kill dog shelter that we're working with. So halfway to home, they take in pit bulls and other dogs, but usually it's mostly pit bulls and chihuahuas, right? So that's what happens. So it's all about the dogs. Come to the track day, maybe win a free one for next year or whatever, and donate to the dogs.
Nice. Very cool.
Yeah.
So, Alex, what are your preseason predictions?
Yeah, dude.
For next year.
In what class?
No, Grand Prix. Just Grand Prix.
Yeah. Let's not talk about his own shit because he's going to pick STK because that's his right.
I'm going to bet on myself all the time, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think Marquez is going to run away.
You think so? Wow. Bold statement. Are you willing to bet $500 on it? Because we have a fan in the chat that'll accommodate you for that.
I don't know yet.
Yeah, see?
I don't know yet.
Dude, I mean, it could go either way, right? Like the dude could continue doing his crash his brains out thing because he don't get away with murder anymore because he's not in his early 20s.
But then you also have to remember the Italians too. Like, what if this guy runs away and it's affecting Pecco? Like, oh, do we give him the same attention maybe?
I don't think they give a shit other than winning championships.
I don't know, man.
Right?
They won how many championships in a row now?
Well, you got to think they gave up Martin for Marquez.
Right.
But dude, Marquez right now is the hottest ticket in MotoGP, right? Not just he's a rider, but what he sells.
Right.
At the end
what
of the day,
does he sell though? What does he sell?
Smashing equipment.
93 everywhere. They
really
look at that. Yeah, they look at that. They gotta bring in some money too. You can't just spend.
Right. Yeah, maybe he's bringing in dough to help the team
and attention.
Yeah, because I think did he get dropped by Red Bull?
He switched over to Monster. Yeah.
Did he? That's right. He got out of his Red Bull contract and now he's with Monster.
Dude, he's the only rider to have a damn TV series.
Oh, for Red Bull.
No, he's got his
own. That's right. Yeah, the Netflix. That's right. They had Netflix.
Got his own thing, so that,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's I don't know, man. So
so
you got Marquez running away with it. I mean, let's just
give you 2 through 5.
Let's give us the Wonka, top 5.
Damn.
Top 5.
Marquez, Pecco, Bastianini.
Whoa.
Whoa.
The world champ's not even in his top 3, dude.
I don't think yet, man.
You think he's gonna be like who's somebody else who didn't really do a good job? Is he gonna be like Juan Mir, kind of one and done kind of championship guy?
I don't know if it's one and done, but they still got to figure that pretty out. They were fast in the beginning, and then where'd they go?
Right. Yeah, in the test he was what, 12th, 11th, something like that, right?
No, he was up in the top 10.
Was he?
Yeah, I think so. At least on the first day. I didn't really check the times for second day.
Right.
Pedro Acosta's gonna be right there.
Okay.
He's gonna be there, and then I don't know. Fabio's always.
So you don't even have him in top 5, bro?
I don't think so.
Wow, dude.
Wow.
All right, you guys heard it here, right? Like Alex. Woo!
Now he wins everything and runs away with everything. Now I feel stupid.
Yeah, Martin knows something that we don't know and just destroys everybody on the Aprilia.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Yamaha found something and Quadraro does his thing again.
That kid's a badass too, man. He's just,
Yeah, dude.
Oh, make a weekend hangover fantasy league.
Weekend hangover fantasy league. Jesus.
Krieger.
You know what? Cody, that's a good idea. I'm gonna put Ricky Bobby in charge of that.
All right. I got to figure this out.
Yeah, figure that shit out, dude. Like, let's create a weekend hangover fantasy league. That's hilarious. Right. Okay.
We'll put Chunky Buns in charge of the money.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's something, man. The betting over the year, it gets out of hand, dude. Like, you know, that chick's got like a standing bet that she bets against Marquez to win. She bets against him winning every weekend. And a lot of times people sucker in and catch the bet, right? Like Al Garcia was on our show and Al had to pay her, right?
Yep.
So, or no, wait.
No, she had to
pay Al.
Yeah, that's right.
Did anybody bet for America?
No.
Oh, because they had that betting thing.
They have that betting thing. It's weird.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. They gotta do what they gotta do to make the money over there, you know.
I'm curious how they're making money on that one.
Yeah, like what do you think of the Dunlop thing? I mean, I texted Tony Romo and I was like, hey bro, what the fuck's going on? He's like, don't you worry about it. We have tires for however long. And what do you think of that? The Dunlop thing, Buffalo closing?
They told us to not worry about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully we don't have to worry about it, but
yeah. It's a little weird, right?
Super weird. No, it's very weird.
Yeah, I mean, those guys are writing humongous checks and they're closing the factory that makes the race tires.
Well, the U.S. made race tires. They still have the race tires from overseas.
Yeah, Japan and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and they don't supply Moto2 anymore. So what series do they supply?
Ours.
Is that it?
I think so. Because
Japanese
in Australia, they're using Stones,
Pirelli,
right? Are they on Pirellis?
Stones or Pirellis?
I think they're open.
Are they in Australia? They might be. They should be open up here again. That'd be amazing. But then again, on some level, you know, there's a reason why Dunlop is the thing here. You know, they write huge checks. Those checks which teams are getting, basically you guys are getting like show up money or something, right? Is that how premier team money or something?
Yeah.
See the coyness of this dude? He's just like, yeah. Don't shit on my money, dude. Yeah, they're the CIV championship in Italy, Mike C says.
Yes, okay. They are. Yeah, they are.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because Kayla rode that.
Yeah, and Cody Krager is saying that they have like a 270 and a 275 rear.
Jeez.
I mean, the Pirelli stuff is 265s, right?
Yep.
I don't know what the Dunlops are. They're 65s too, right?
Yes. No, they're 60s.
They're 60s. Okay.
Yeah. But the front's a 120/70, where the Pirelli's a 125/70.
Yeah.
Or 120/75. I don't remember.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever, man. You know, like back in the day, the big tire from the Dunlop was the 195/70, right? So did you race on those, Alex? Those back in the day? Oh, it's just old.
Yeah.
You know.
Sorry,
Really, really
Hey,
old.
you shut up, Ricky Bobby.
Did you get your AARP card in the mail yet?
Not yet, Dick.
Was Jeremy, one of your teammates back then?
No, dude, Jeremy's been what, 30? What did you say, 39? Is that what you said? That dude's been 39. Oh, 109? Yeah, that dude was racing and winning at WSMC back then. So yeah.
We went to Sonoma the Monday after Laguna.
Okay.
And I'd never been there. And he jumps on a bike and passes me like he was gonna I think he tried to hit me and kind of missed.
That's just how he says hi, bro.
I'm like, this motherfucker's gonna kill me. And I started chasing him, and I'm chasing.
But did you die?
No, it was it was good.
Yeah.
And I chased him. I caught him. I learned the track because of him, but I couldn't get around him.
Yeah,
like, bro, this old motherfucker, like riding
dude,
like
he's
this.
a beast. Dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, that guy
he was right now checked up.
Dude, that guy could go out and get on a bike that he hadn't ridden and win club races, like the top, whatever the premier club race is, like at CVMA would be like the shootout or whatever, dude, or AFM, Formula Pacific. If that dude rolled up with one of your bikes, dude, be very difficult to bet against that guy.
He just jumped on a stock Alpha bike, was flying, jumped on my bike, flying, jumped on the super bike and was flying. And I'm like, bro, I know he can ride, but I didn't know.
Dude's a murderer. He's an axe murderer for sure.
Dude, and look at his shape. He's not 20 years old, and he's
all swole.
No neck,
maybe a devil. Yeah. So how is it having that? Like, what's the vibe in your guys' pit having that dude there? Does that energy continue to carry its way throughout your pit?
At first, I thought I was gonna be an asshole. I thought, all serious and but man, we actually have fun. Like it's when it's serious, it's serious. But they joke around, they laugh, and we try to have a good time. If you're not having a good time, then what are you doing? But him, Trevor, amazing. Dylan's always smiling. But yeah, man, the energy in the tent is amazing.
And what are you guys doing, like, data support wise? Like,
we had an alpha guy, one of the alpha techs.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He helped us this year with all the data electronics. So
it's all alpha stuff that you guys are using. It's not like Pirelli or whatever.
Well, it's Motec. It's like the Motec dash with the Bosch ECU.
Okay.
It's the World Superbike MRC stuff.
That's cool. Just curious, because there was a lot of guys working with that Steve Weir dude, and I think the Ducati team hired him, right? Yeah. So it's kind of weird seeing that dude being the BMW guy, and then
forever.
Yeah,
forever. He used to walk around in Brolana a couple years ago. He was hitting all the BMW riders up.
Oh, dude, he was doing the same shit out here in California too.
Yeah. But he lives out in California.
He's one of the BMW support guys. So here in the U.S., he does help a lot of the club guys and a lot of the Moto America guys.
But he still does that
by that team, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because my buddy Daniel Goodnight, he calls Steve all the time, and Steve will send him maps and suspension mapping and all that stuff for his alpha bike.
Right. Yeah, he was showing me this whole like 3-dimensional layout thing with the throttle response. He's like, check this out. This is what it looked like, and look what his lap times were. And he's like, this is what we did to fix it. And he's like, look at his lap times now. And it was like some club dude. And I was like, wow, bro, that's pretty strong.
Yeah, the electronics on the BMW are very badass, man. Just out of the box, it's a very good package.
What do you think of what people have said about the quote unquote narrow setup window for those things? Like, if you're out of that window, it's the difference between like you guys saw, right? Winning and being on your face. Like that line is very small. supposedly.
It is and it isn't, right? I don't think everybody gets it perfect every time, right? And everybody's different, so they can't say, "Hey, this is the perfect setup window because this guy rides and this guy and this guy." You know, it's
right. Then there's the top rack factor, right? You know, basically, like everybody just needs to figure out what his setup is and ride like him exactly.
But I'm sure if we were to take his bike and bring it here, he would have a hard time. And if we took our bike that was at Coda and we went over there, we'd have a hard time. It's just
right.
That narrow window is different for everybody.
Yeah, and the tire thing too, right? Like, I mean, the difference between the Pirellis and World Superbike and the Dunlops here, you know, you've seen it, right? I mean, seems like everybody that's over there, they're really great over there, and they come over here and they get smoked, right? So,
And
well,
they have stuff and whatnot, and different engineers, and they have team with 2 engineers instead of 1. The testing, like, you know, Moto America has 8 classes, and then they have bikes that blow up, and then your day's small. Where in World Superbike, they have 3 days of a lot of riding.
Yeah, I mean they've got the little bikes, they've got Super Sport, right, and then they've got Superbike,
and then the women's racing. The women's racing once in a while,
right?
Yeah,
they don't have 9 million races they're trying to cram into a weekend, right?
And oil leakers,
giving everybody 30 minutes, right?
But you notice those oil leakers were the only ones in Spain.
I know, right?
Dude, honestly,
can we mention that real quick?
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Go ahead, talk about the baggers and GP.
All I gotta say is I was pretty stoked to see Randy Mamola, John Hopkins, and one of our favorites who shouted out our show, Marco Melandri, on the baggers riding around with Rispoli and Wyman. I thought that was awesome.
Right.
Just as a spectacle.
Dude, I think it is. It's a great spectacle to bring in new eyes to the sport. You know, I don't know what the Grand Prix market is for baggers, but you know, if they're popular like they were here, you know, more eyes equals more money being spent in the paddock.
Yeah,
right.
It was just cool seeing XGP guys like jump on him and just ripping wheelies.
Right.
Like that was pretty.
Yeah, cool. Melandri's rad, dude. That guy's hilarious. He's a fucking DJ now, dude. Like, how crazy is that? Like, I would never have guessed that, right?
Yeah.
The baggers are gonna take over soon, man.
You think so?
Grand Prix baggers, dude. Just imagine like a Grand Prix motor in a bagger.
What factory is spending the money that they're spending?
None.
Not Superbike racing anyway.
Anywhere.
I mean, they're all spending it in Grand Prix, but
okay. Besides for Grand Prix, anywhere, what other OEM brand is spending the money they're spending?
Nobody.
They're spending more money than World
Ducati, I guess, right? You know, World Superbike.
World Superbike, yeah. But people race anything they can get their hands on, and when they build something out of the box where you can go walk in and buy for whatever it is and go racing. And especially
Cody Prager says baggers to replace Junior Cup. I don't know. That's kind of shit, Cody. I mean,
no, he's saying not replace. He's just saying bagger Junior Cup.
You mean there's like just baby baggers?
Mini baby baggers. That will.
I mean, what do you like? Strip the fairings off a Ninja 400 and throw bags on it? Like,
no, just be like. No, he's talking about like adventure bikes with. Those are baby baggers.
Okay. Yeah, the ADV rider bagger thing. Yeah. I mean,
hey, listen, I think
top box. You don't have the top box.
No. I know Scott Russell will be all about that on his Honda Africa Twin.
Oh my god, Scott Russell, that dude does not suck at partying.
You guys have seen those baggers up close, right?
Yeah, dude, they're like super tall, right?
And look at all the parts they have, the forks they have,
billet,
the brakes,
more billet, more
arm
fiber than even our bikes, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, that's swing arm
too, probably.
I want to know how much that swing arm costs.
in machine time. Like, what's the machine time on that primary?
Hey,
the primary cover on Wyman's bike, dude. Like,
you should convince Richard to build one.
Good luck with that, bro.
No, just tell him to put a Yamaha in it.
No, dude. I mean, look, I think if Yamaha asked him to build one, he'd build one, you know, but it's not where his heart is. You know, he's a super guy.
He's so smart, he can make it work.
He's a super bike guy, dude. He really likes, I mean, the dude is like, I mean, you saw the video, right? Like, the dude on a Saturday is in the engine room putting together engines. Like,
Yamaha, was it FJR? That's a bagger.
Is it? Oh, the Super Teneri.
No. The FJR, I think it's like
the sport touring thing. Yeah. I mean, they have their cruisers, right? Like Yamaha's got cruisers, but
the Royal Star.
There's not really much.
Roadstar. There he goes, Roadstar.
I don't think there's any metric cruisers in the bagger series. You know, it's all American. It's American iron, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
American iron by way of Polaris.
American iron by Canada.
Yep.
Right. Right? Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's time to wrap it up.
Yeah, dude. Like, we're about an hour and 10 into this thing. Thanks for joining us, Alex.
Yeah, man.
A little insight from the team owner's perspective.
No, thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, man. Dude, wish you the best of luck this year. You know, truthfully, hope our team beats yours. But other than that, right? We're hoping that Attack Yamaha beats your team, but and every other team. But other than that, dude, wish you best of luck.
Thank you guys very much. Same thing to you guys.
Yeah.
Right on, dude. Yeah.
Keep a lookout. Once I get settled in the new house, I'll be getting my winter series, Getting Fast with Ricky Bobby going. Start lining up the guests, and we'll doing pre-recorded shows. I'm not going to be doing the live effort, but still going to be doing that over the winter series. Also, visit rbgmotorsports.com and get yourself a Weekend Hangover t-shirt. We got our White Wheel equals upside down pineapple t-shirt. We got our Booby A t-shirt and
Booby Yay,
and then we got Stackter. So
Stackter, yes. Yeah,
definitely go check them out.
That's rad, dude.
Yeah, let's do it.
Right on. And thank you guys all for watching this thing. Please like and subscribe and all that. Mash the button stuff. And check out the episode of Heat Handles and Torque Wrenches.
Yeah.
Part 2 will be coming soon. So
check it out.
Yes. All right. Thanks for watching, you guys. And we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Take care,
later.